Mail time. Yes, of course I opened it early. How could I not? Couldn't help myself. It's like Christmas morning every time the mailman comes. I'm sure you can relate. Let's see what we've got. Hey, what's up guys? It's Drew from Taylor Tech, and on this channel we do smart home tech reviews, installations, and DIY guides. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. And hey, at any time, check out in the video description show notes, time frames, and product links for anything mentioned in this video. So what we've got here is one of each of the Dome Home Automation Company's lineup. I've heard of these guys in the past, but haven't really heard of anyone using them or how they work. So when they reached out and wanted to send some stuff out, I was intrigued. So we have a pretty good variety of devices here. We have a door window sensor, looks pretty standard. Zwave Plus, so that's pretty awesome. Motion detector with built-in light sensor, so lux sensor. We have an on-off outlet, Z-Wave Plus outlet with built-in energy monitoring. That's awesome. I've been wanting one of those. Plus, you don't really see them built in too often. We have a water detector, leak sensor, let's see, and a siren. And also to go along with the leak sensor, we have a water main controller, they call it. Basically a valve controller for your water main. Looks like it works on a quarter turn valves up to 1.5 inches, so that will work for me. And last but certainly not least, we have the Homeseer smart electronic mouse trap. Yeah, we've got a smart mouse trap, everybody. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll get too much use out of it. We don't have a mouse problem or anything, but nonetheless, I will get that set up in the next video along with the rest of these. So let's take a closer look at each of these. I'll start with the door window sensor. So we have some directions, looks like some quick start guide. They've got everything online on their website, so I will go off of that when I go to set these up. Also some hardware, some wall anchors, as well as some small screws if you need them. Next up we have the outlet. Wow, that is tiny. Look how small that is. I haven't seen one this small. That includes energy monitoring also. So same idea, little quick start guide. Motion detector. The picture on the front of the box made it look a lot bigger than this. I wouldn't say it's small, but it's not a terrible size. And the best part, look at that. Magnets. That's pretty cool. I don't know how many times you're going to need to take this off the wall, but I guess to change the batteries if you need to. Very nice, very nice. Also comes with a 3M adhesive and some wall anchors. Next we have the leak sensor. So what we have here, actually, same idea, quick start guide, and the way these work, it appears, is there's 3 prongs on the bottom. They're all spring loaded, so if it's on an uneven surface, and I'm guessing if any 2 out of the 3 contacts get tripped, then that will send you the alert. There's also this little guy. I'm assuming this goes on here. It attaches to the contacts, and then you can plug in this little extender that can fit underneath an appliance or something. That's my guess. And it's got its own prongs on there to trip the sensor, and this plugs into here. Very nice. So this would fit underneath like a washing machine or a dishwasher or a water heater, something like that. So far so good. Next we have the siren. Same thing, comes with some anchors. This one I'm pretty excited about. From what I saw, there's a lot of different tones and things you can use with these. Of course you can use the sirens or alarms, but also different chimes that you can use for like door opening or something like that. So I'm excited to check that out in the next video also. It's not too big either. I mean, there's my hand, so. So the water main shutoff, a little bit larger of a quick start guide here. Obviously you're going to want to make sure this is installed correctly. It is a DIY thing, you don't need to have a professional do it, but you don't want to mess with your water, obviously. Some pretty good packaging in here. So there it is. This thing is pretty heavy. I'm assuming there's a pretty big motor in here. Looks like it's a 12 volt DC 1 amp. I would imagine that'd be plenty to turn the valve. That's what I was worried about, was if a valve gets sticky over time, it may not be able to turn it. So we will definitely be testing that. So here's our power wall wart, and then it comes with some hose clamps to attach it to your pipe. And that's it. And last but of course not least, the more quirky one of the bunch, but maybe even my favorite just because of how interesting it is. A little bit larger, once again, quick start guide. You're messing with some pretty high voltage with this thing, I think. That's what the look at this thing. Zwave Plus, I mean, it's legit. This thing feels pretty solid. There's your imminent doom, Mr. Mouse. Don't come to my house. I don't know what kind of voltage it uses to shock them, but I would imagine it does the trick pretty quick and painless. So that's that. I'm going to put that back in the box for now. So the fit and finish overall is pretty solid. They're all pretty good size. None of them are too big. Maybe the contact sensor is a little bit on the large size. But I do think they have a Plus version. I just wasn't sent that one. Maybe we'll have to check that one out as well. All of these are Z-Wave Plus, which is awesome. It appears they all work with Homeseer, Vera, Wink, and of course my favorite, SmartThings. With SmartThings, custom device handlers will be needed, but again, I'll go over that part in the next video. Another thing I noticed while skimming the Dome website is that these devices, with their custom device handlers that will install, have some pretty awesome features. For example, the siren has quite a few chimes and alarms for a door opening, or however you want to set it up, as well as delays for the sirens to give you time to disarm your system. So I can definitely see some use cases for that. Also, like I said, the motion sensor has a lux monitor and the plug has an energy monitor, and the mouse trap just sits there waiting. So let's talk price. The door window sensor is right around 25 bucks. The siren, leak sensor are a little on the high end, around 50 bucks, and the on-off plug is $45. The water main shut-off is 100 bucks, and finally the mouse are falling in right around $80. So yes, they did make the mousetrap better, but is it worth it? That's up to you. So as far as the price goes, I'm not sure if I'll be able to justify the prices. They are all Z-Wave Plus, so you have to keep that in mind if you are looking for that solid reliability and faster response time. But we will touch more on that in the next video. We'll get them set up and paired with SmartThings in the next video to see how reliable they are. And if they do turn out good, then maybe they are worth that price. But price aside, I'm impressed with these products so far. And like I said, in the next video, I'll be adding these device handlers and connecting them to SmartThings. So if you want to check that out, make sure you're subscribed and notifications are turned on. Well, that's it for this one. I'll see you in the next one, and remember, stay smart.